Hello everybody, my name is Paul Cyan, and the reason I'm putting this video together, I'm going to leave it up as a introduction video to anybody who's new to the channel, even to my existing subscribers if you're interested in my background. This is probably the only time I'm going to talk about my background and my experience, and I don't mean to do it in a kind of a bragging sort of way. It's more to kind of lend some background as to how I view things, what my education is, what my experience is, and just how that shapes what I'm looking at here when I'm talking about macroeconomic views. So I'm particularly interested in investing. I've invested in real estate in the past. I'm also invest in stocks. So I do like to pay attention to the global macroeconomic picture of the world, because I think that does play an important impact in what happens with regards to investing. I mean, our own politics here, I'm based out of the U.S. In Ohio, and so our own politics, whether it be at the local level, the national level, or even the global level, I mean, it all has an impact, and it all plays into how we should look at investing. I am a real estate attorney, real estate / contracts attorney, so I practice both real estate and contract law. I'm licensed as an attorney in Michigan and in Ohio. Ohio is the state I live in. That's primarily where I practice law when I'm practicing law. I went to undergraduate school at University of Michigan, and that's, I originally passed the bar over there, and then a number of years later got my Ohio law license just because I was working over here. And in addition to being an attorney, I'm also a real estate agent, licensed real estate agent. I'm licensed in the states of Ohio and Kentucky, and my broker over here in Ohio is United Real Estate Home Connections. I've been working with them for a number of years now. From the real estate side, the real estate agent side, I primarily work with investment clients. So most of my clients are looking to buy multifamily, some even small commercial buildings. And so I assist them with that process, both as an attorney as well as a real estate agent. I would say majority of my clients are out-of-state clients. I've even had a few out-of-country clients in the past. And, I work with the buyers mainly. I do sales as well, too. Sometimes my buyer clients turn around and want to sell for whatever reason, and I help them out with that. So most of my clients are buyer clients. I work with a lot of investment buyers. I do also do listings on occasion, and that's a situation where my buyers have decided, hey, they're either fixing and flipping and they need assistance with the flip, or they're just adjusting their portfolio and they want to sell something and buy something else. So I do work with, like I said, most of my clients, probably about 60 to 70% of my clients are investors, and then I do some traditional real estate sales as well for homes being purchased by owner-occupied buyers. And in most of those cases, those are local families, local buyers looking to buy homes or sell homes here in the Ohio and Northern Kentucky area. As mentioned earlier, I am an attorney, so I did go to law school. I also did pursue an MBA a couple of years later, where I specialized in information systems as well as management itself. So as an attorney, I was also in the military. I was in the U.S. Army Reserve. I was a judge advocate, which is another way of saying military attorney. I was in there for 9 years with reserve duties, mainly just, you get your 2 weeks in the summertime, and then your 1 weekend a month. And with that also, I did one year active duty. I was down in North Carolina for a year. So in addition to being a real estate agent, I'm also an investor. I invest in real estate. I've had a single family rental in the past, and then I've also had a multifamily as well. So, that's part of the understanding I get, especially when I help my own clients. I self-managed my properties for a little while just to see if that's something I wanted to do full-time, wanted to be a property manager. I decided that was a lot of work for me, so then I turned that over to a property manager. But from my own perspective, I understand, being an investor myself in real estate, I understand the needs of my clients. So my experience is my experience, but everybody has their own different perspective, their own different experience. And so the hope that I have is that I can give my perspective, my point of view, and then subscribers, viewers, whoever watching these videos would happily contribute your own information. What's your experience, whether in a particular topic I cover, or if there's something you want to see in a future video, feel free to share that. It's the best way to get this information across is by sharing everybody's information, kind of bringing together that collective knowledge, and then making sure other people are aware of it. So the hopes of this channel is just to share my perspective, my knowledge with everybody out there, and hopes that hey, we can kind of lift everybody up. There's a lot of uncertainty going on in this world. There's a lot of change going on, whether it be on the political side, the economic side. My more focus is on economics, but the politics does obviously play into the economics because our leaders do direct and guide the economy. Roles are changing. I mean, what used to be in the past, certain countries were in certain position to produce things, other countries were in certain position to create things. Those roles are switching quite a bit. So that's going to have an impact on everything going here in the future. So with all this change going on in the world, these roles changing in countries, different groups trying to pursue different things and trying to have different goals at the same time. My goal is to kind of share my knowledge, my information, kind of distill it down and share with everybody, so that way we can kind of come to a good understanding of hey, this is where we're going, this is where we're moving, this is what we should be doing, and kind of explore that this macro environment. How does the globe, how does the global politics, how does the global economy affect our local lives? Because it does. The things that we buy, they're made thousands of miles away, but we're using it here in our country, in our location. So that's just a brief overview of what I want to convey about myself. So I do reserve the right to make mistakes. I mean, we all do make mistakes, and this is not the first time I'm going to make a mistake. It's not going to be the last time I make a mistake. But this is a conversation I want to have. So if I do make a mistake, if it's not XYZ, but it's instead ABC, feel free to drop it in the comments below. I'm happy to discuss. So that's what helps the knowledge move forward, is everybody kind of helping each other out and saying, okay, this is what it actually is. And so take a look at the XYZ over here. I'm going to be bringing in lots of data. I like to look at data. So I'll bring in graphs, articles from other sources, and just general information from other sources as well, just to kind of help show you what my line of thinking is. And to round things out, I am an attorney, but nothing in my videos should be considered legal advice. I mean, the laws of your land, they vary, even from the city level to the state level to the country level. Don't rely on what you see online. You need to speak, if you've got a specific legal question, talk with a local attorney, especially a local attorney who specializes in that field of law. So if you've got a question about, bankruptcy, talk to a bankruptcy attorney. Don't rely on what you see on the internet. Alongside with that too, we'll be talking about investing in these videos. So, really nothing in this video is constitute investment advice. When it comes to investment advice, everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different goals. Everybody has, different places they're starting from, versus your expert versus your beginners. So same thing with investing, talk to somebody local. When you're looking to invest, whatever it may be, real estate, stocks, or whatever, talk to local people, reach out, find out, hey, okay, somebody who's local, who specializes in helping you with that information, with those needs you have, they'll be better able to guide you in that process versus, somebody miles away. Especially when it comes to real estate investing, things are different. Going back to the law side, laws are different. So what may work, in one state or one country for, a landlord may not work in another country or another state for the same landlord. So with that, I thank you for watching this video, and, thank you for tuning into this channel. If you could, please subscribe to the channel. That way you can get any updates that come down in the future. And I will thank you again.